Hello. Can everyone hear me? I hope so. Okay. I decided to start it a little bit earlier because why not? So, how's everyone doing? Let me just put this out on Twitter that I'm live. All right. Oh, hi, Dayton. Hi, Austin. Hi, Feminine Frenzy. How's everyone doing? I decided to start a little bit early. I'm also streaming in a different spot. Hi. I'm streaming in my living room this time. Usually I stream in the room, but I figured I would be okay streaming out here. Um I know it's been a long time since I last did a stream. I think the last time I did a stream was end of April. I was going to do one end of May, like the last Monday of May, but that of course fell on Memorial Day. So I figured a lot of people are probably going to be out. I myself was with family, so I waited a little bit, and so I decided to do the first Monday of June. So, I hope everyone's May was great. I hope you celebrated Mother's Day, whether you are a mother or you were with your mom or anyone that is a mother figure for you, that you had a good Mother's Day. Um, I know I did. I was able to spend some time with my mom. Now it's June, which I cannot believe it's June. Like, why? How? Why is it June? That's just me. Um, but yeah, overall, my June has been okay so far. It's just started. I've mostly been reading manga a lot. I read a lot of manga in May. If you saw my previous video, I decided, well, not previous, was it my previous video? Maybe. No, the video before my last video, I decided I went through all the anime and manga I finished in May, and I read a lot. I tried to read one volume of manga a day and slightly succeeded. Not completely, only because once it got to like May 28th, I was unable to read one a day. Yeah, so that was about it. But otherwise, I've been good. Um, as far as what I've been up to currently for June, I watched Sailor Moon Eternals on Netflix, part 1 and part 2. I have thoughts. um, it was okay. It wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. Um, oh, well, happy early birthday. My brother's birthday was also in June, beginning of June, um, early June. So yeah, happy birthday. Happy early birthday. Um, what else? Wasn't a great fan of Sailor Moon Eternals, but I am excited for Sailor Moon Stars whenever they do that. Since of course here in the States they never did Stars, so if we get it, it'll be the first time we've ever gotten Stars dubbed. I also apologize for the lighting. Like I said, I'm in the living room, so I'm trying to like face like the light, but it's not the best. Um, Also, I've been watching Library Wars because I had read the manga and I love the manga. So I'm like, I might as well check out the anime. And I've been watching that. I'm like on episode 4. So I'm still early on into it. Um, what else? I've been reading manga. I I read the volume 6 of Sweat and Soap because that just came out June 1st and I had it pre-ordered digitally. And now I'm currently still reading Love Massage. I'm on like volume 4 and I have up to volume 5 digitally. And then after that, I plan to read more Skip Beat, I think. I read like 10 volumes of Skip Beat last month, so I'm trying to finish up to I have up to volume 23 physical copies. And so I plan to read up to 23. I plan to read Blue Flag, which I've never read before, and I'm super excited to read that. It's a part of my friend Bunny Choi's readathon for this month in June. So that's going to start June 20th. I'm super excited to read that. But yeah, otherwise, for June, I hope June is just really chill. So far, June has been okay. Um, I've been doing a lot of journaling for like my iPad and stuff like that. I love my iPad, so I'm always doing like digital journaling in there. But yeah, how about everybody else? You can feel free to ask me questions and stuff like that. Oh, congratulations on graduating high school next year. Congrats. So this is your junior year. I remember when I graduated from high school, that was 2008. I graduated from high school, so quite a long time ago. Yeah. But yeah, enjoy your last year of high school. I know that high school for a lot of kids has been kind of difficult, especially with what's been going on. So not a lot of kids got to do the usual like high school stuff, especially those that were the class of 2020. So I really hope you enjoy your last year of high school. I know I did. I enjoyed high school. I know some people didn't have the best time in high school or don't want to go back. I enjoyed high school a lot. I just thought high school was just a lot of fun. I enjoyed being with my friends. I think I enjoyed college a little bit more, only because of the fact that I think college just helped me grow more as a person, gain more confidence in myself. And I learned how to be by myself a lot more in college because a lot of my friends didn't go to the same college as I did. So I was kind of by myself. So yeah, I overall, though, enjoyed high school. And hopefully you enjoy high school too. Also, I think I should also put out on my Instagram that I'm live because I never did that. So maybe I should, or I will actually. Let's see. See if I remember how to do this. There we go. Oh, I'm a senior now. Sorry. Oh, okay. Wait, so do you graduate in 2021 or 2022? Every semester of college feels like when Ash goes to a new league and meets new friends. Yeah. That's very true. You're always meeting someone new in college. You're always meeting new people, getting involved in different things. Especially if you're someone who lives on campus or lives like in the dorms, you're always getting new roommates unless you stick with the same ones every year. But yeah, you're 20, graduating 2022. Okay, so now you're currently a senior. Okay, so you just finished your junior year, going into your senior year. Gotcha. Okay, wanted to make sure I got that correctly. My YouTube. Check it out and chill. There we go. You would think I would know how to do all this social media stuff, but I don't. um, but yeah, I've mostly just been what else have I been doing or do I plan to do? I know summer's coming up for everybody. What does everybody got planned for the summer? You can also feel free, of course, like always, to ask questions and stuff like that. I don't mind answering questions. For me, this summer, I don't plan on doing anything this summer so far. Maybe a little bit of traveling, but most of the only place that me and my fiance want to go is to Disneyland because we love Disneyland. But otherwise, we don't have anything planned for this summer. Um, for me, just relaxing, stuff like that. I've been in college for a while, taking a few classes at a time, but I'm starting a 4-year school and moving to the dorms in the fall. Oh, are you excited about moving into the dorms? Oh, hi, Goldie. Um, I know for me, I went straight to a 4-year university. I know that a lot of people don't, just based off of either finances or just wanting to go to community college first to get used to the whole like college experience and how a lot of college work is. Um, I went straight to a 4-year university and I stayed in dorms every single year, and I it took me 5 years to graduate. But I enjoyed staying in the dorms. It was a lot of fun. One of my best friends, still is actually a girl that we actually met in college and were roommates our freshman year. And so me and her, we still keep in touch. Do I play any instruments? I currently do not play an instrument currently, but I did when I was in middle school. In middle school, I played violin for 2 years, and in fifth grade, I played the saxophone of all things. And I also kind of can play the piano, but I never actually took lessons, if that makes sense. Mostly excited, but a bit nervous. Yeah, it can be really nervous, especially because you're moving in with people you don't know. And because um, people have different personalities and stuff like that. But don't be nervous. It's a lot of fun, to be honest, living in the dorms with people. Um, you start to get to know people's habits. Me and one of my old roommates used to say that you start to learn what home training a lot of people have, like if they're neat, if they pick up after themselves. For me in college, I still don't know how to cook even now. So yeah. What does my sweater say? It says Senchi Hood. I bought it off of where did I buy it? It was these I follow them on Instagram, and I bought 2 hoodies from them. I bought it from Mooney's Club. Mooney's Club, they're like a Sailor Moon kinda like fan club, and I actually bought the sweater from them, um, and I really like it. It's one of my favorites so far. I have 2. I have a pink one and I have a black one. Is there an anime you think that is underrated that no one else talks about? Mm, I'm trying to think if there's an anime that's, like, really underrated that I feel like people don't talk about enough. Um, Not that I can think of. I think it's hard for me to really think of one. I think in some ways I wanna say just because I was watching it, like, not that long ago, is Shin-chan. I don't think a lot of people watch it now. I think a lot of people used to watch Shin-chan a lot. It's a very comedic anime, and granted, some of the, jokes probably wouldn't fly now, but it's hilarious. I absolutely love it. Oh, hi. This summer, I'm just going to work and take some prep tests for college. That's a good way to spend the summer, being productive. Did you catch up on your Sailor Moon anime? I did. I caught up on Sailor Moon Crystal seasons 1 through 3. I watched that in May, and I'm excited for whenever they do the 5th season, which is Stars. And I did watch Sailor Moon Eternals Part 1 and Part 2 on Netflix. I don't think I've heard of that. Definitely watch it. Funimation used to have the licensing for it, but they don't anymore. They actually lost the licensing. So I know they have it on Prime Video, but I don't know how you can buy it or watch it on there. But I have the DVDs. They have 3 seasons in total that they actually did dub here for the US. But I think in Japan, the show's still going. I think one of the best parts that I love about Shin-chan is that the script is made for American audiences, like that Funimation worked with, because the Japanese studios was like, don't even try to like dub it or to just translate it. Just basically make it as much like US or American pop culture, because that's what it's filled with. It's filled with a lot of pop culture references. And so they were like, if you do it just translating it from Japanese, the American audiences aren't going to get it. It's just so good. Um, but I absolutely love it. Have you watched or read The Rose Over Sales? If you haven't, I highly recommend it. I haven't, but I have had a lot of people recommend it to me. I've also seen a lot of people that have been wanting me to read it, and have heard a lot of good things about it, but I haven't yet. And I actually did have someone recommend it to me for like the whole thing that I'm doing, where I'm doing my own opinion on like what's the best shoujo manga. I had someone recommend it to me, but I haven't. I didn't put it on the list because I can't read it digitally. I can only buy it. Yeah, I think Devil's Line is underrated, but I think a lot of people didn't care for the anime of it. But I would say it's at least 16 and up. Oh, I'll look into it. I like hearing more about underrated anime and underrated manga. Android or Apple? Apple. I've never owned an Android. I've only ever owned an Apple phone. The only other phone like brand that I owned before Apple was, well, actually two, was BlackBerry and Motorola. So for me, Apple all the way. At this point, I own an Apple laptop. I have an iPad. I have an iPhone. So just because of how the whole ecosystem just kind of works, I yeah, I gotta stick with Apple. Do you listen to Japanese type beats or lo-fi music? I do listen to lo-fi music every now and then, but not a whole lot. I did at some point though, did listen to like Japanese pop music a lot. I still like K-pop mostly, but I did listen to like J-pop a little bit. And then lo-fi music, yeah, every now and then. Every now and then it's like really chill and I just enjoy it a lot. But yeah, kind of depends. Depends on my mood. My favorite music though is like pop. I love R&B. I like rap. So that's mostly like my favorite type of music. I listen to a lot of J-pop music, mostly 80s. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. I do listen to like some old school music that my dad and my mom used to listen to, just because I grew up on that a lot. So like Marvin Gaye, The Temptations, stuff like that, Luther Vandross. I grew up on that kind of music. So that music I listen to a lot. Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson, stuff like that. I love smooth jazz. I do too every now and then. My dad loves jazz music and he has a lot of jazz music where jazz artists are doing the jazz music of very popular music. So I actually do like that. Did you grow up watching Yu-Gi-Oh too? I did and I didn't. I grew up around the time that, of course, Yu-Gi-Oh was airing on like WB, but I wasn't hugely into it. But my cousins were, and I knew of the card game. I was more so a bigger fan of like Pokemon and stuff like that. So when Yu-Gi-Oh came out, I knew of it, but I wasn't a huge fan of it. I actually didn't watch the entire first season of Yu-Gi-Oh till I was in college, and that was just because I was in this kick of just wanting to watch a lot of older shows that I had seen as a kid and had wanted to rewatch. I'm definitely old school Marvin Gaye, Luther Vandross, New Edition, and Brian Lauren. That's awesome. Thanks. My favorite R&B group is Drew Hill. I think my favorite like R&B group. I don't know if I really have a favorite R&B group. I might. I like Drew Hill too. I like a few of their songs. What about Digimon? I did like Digimon, but I like the Digimon movie more than the series. The series I did like, but I didn't really watch it a whole lot because when Digimon came out, Pokemon was out at the same time. So it was like, which one do you like better, Pokemon or Digimon? And I was a bigger fan of Pokemon than I was Digimon. But when Digimon the movie came out, I did really enjoy it. But I think it was just because all the like digital monsters were going like Agumon that for me, I just like the fact that Pokemon, like the pocket monsters, like had better names. I don't know. It sounds weird, but that's just me. Do you like Welcome to the NHK? I actually have not seen that, but I've heard of it a lot. I remember coming across the DVDs a lot when I used to like buy a lot of anime DVDs. They used to come across a lot. Digimon is so good right now. I heard, but I want to rewatch Digimon, like the new Digimon that's now out. Like I do want to watch it. I did see the movie when they did the Digimon movie. I did see that in theaters like a couple of years ago when they had first started like kind of like rebooting it. But I sort of I like Digimon, but I sort of like Pokemon a little better. Sailor Moon is my all-time favorite anime. Me too. Love Sailor Moon. Are you in North Carolina? I'm not in North Carolina. I'm on the West Coast. I'm in California. I remember when Yu-Gi-Oh! Also used to air on 4Kids TV and Cartoon Network. I remember when Yu-Gi-Oh! Aired mostly on WB. And I remember watching it during the week when it would come on like at 4 or 5 o'clock. How old are you? I'm 30. I'm 30 years old. I'll be 31 this year in September. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not in North Carolina. I've heard that people think that I have a Southern accent or I sound Southern for some reason, but that's because my mom, is from the South. My mom is originally from, like, Arkansas, so I hear and a lot of my family's from the South, so sometime I pick up on their, like, isms, I guess, or how they speak. Did you watch Winx Club? Y yes and no. I wasn't a huge fan of it where I, like, watched every single episode or anything like that, but if it came on TV, I would watch it. So I knew of the characters for the most part, but it wasn't a show that I went out of my way to watch. Well, your nails are pretty. Oh, thank you. I got them done last week, on Memorial Day, and they are Sailor Moon nails. I don't think you guys can there you go. Yeah, they're Sailor Moon. The lady I went to get my nails done from, she actually, had Sailor Moon stickers, and I wasn't planning to get Sailor Moon, but she had the stickers, and I was like, "I'm getting Sailor Moon." Um, oh, you were born in Cali? I was. I am? Yes, I was born in Cali. Oh, you're 30 and you look like you're 18 or 19. You're too cute for 30. Oh, thank you. Um, I get that a lot that I look younger than my age, but trust me, the gray hair will show you that I am definitely 30. And we're watching the Wings Club as well as Tokyo Spies. I'm a New Yorker. Oh, cool. I like uh people from New York. I like their accent. It's really cool. Um, oh yeah, thank you. Yes, definitely Sailor Moon nails. I think the next nails I get are probably gonna be Disney nails. I don't know. I'll see what stickers or what designs my nail lady has. But yeah, I like my nails. It's a lot different for me. I actually have not I bet you get carded at bars. I do, but I don't go out to bars very often. I'm not a big drinker. Which part of Cali were you born? NorCal. NorCal. Northern Cali, not SoCal. I wish though. I wish I lived in SoCal, but I don't. Um, but it's hard. It's weird for me to have nails because these aren't like press-ons, but they're like almond shaped nails, and I usually keep my nails cut very short. So these are weird for me. So when it comes to like having these on here, but I actually have not. The last time I got my nails done before this time was back in 2019 in December, right before I went to Disney World and got engaged. That is the last time I got my nails done. Otherwise, I've been wearing my regular nails. Do I skateboard? No, I tried as a kid and I always fell. My brother was a bigger skateboarder kind of than I was. He was actually pretty good at it, or at least somewhat good at it. Me, never. Was never good at it. I was better on rollerblades. Rollerblades were actually what I used to do a lot. And I know rollerblades were huge in the 90s, especially like inline skates. I loved my rollerblades. I rollerbladed all the time as a kid and would always run into my grandparents' bush. They had bushes and stuff. Um, what manga are you reading now for the best shoujo manga thing? Or you can't tell us. I actually haven't started yet because I'm still trying to accumulate 15 or 20 to 30 different ones. So I haven't started it yet. I'll probably start it sometime in July or August. So we'll see, but I haven't started it yet. Before COVID happened, what was the last major outdoor event you went to? Um, Before COVID, I think the last thing I went to that was like major was Disneyland. I had went to Disneyland in February for Valentine's Day. It was me, my fiance, and two of our friends. We went together, all four of us as a group. Yeah, me, my fiance, my friend, and her boyfriend. We all went together, and that was right before everything shut down in what mid March, and we went there for Valentine's Day. So that was the last like major thing that we went and did that was outdoor without anybody there. Not without anybody there, but without like having to wear masks or anything else like that. But yeah, that's the last big thing I can think of. After that, everything just kind of shut down and we were inside and working from home. So yeah, that's why I think the first big thing we do is probably Disneyland because that was the last thing we did, and we're like huge Disney fans. So yeah, I think that's the last big thing. No concerts, no anything like that, no sports games. If you could relate to any celebrity or celebrities, to an anime character, who would it be? Hmm, let's see. I don't know. Good question. I have to think of that one. I don't know. Do you have a favorite voice actor in English and Japanese? I do. So mostly in English, not really so much in Japanese. In English though, I have a few favorite voice actors. I really like Laura Bailey. I like Travis Willingham. I really like Johnny Young Bosch. I think those three are definitely some of my favorite voice actors. I also really like Colleen Cleakenbeard and Chris Sabat. Those are probably like my five favorite. Oh, wait. And J. Michael Tatum and Jamie Markey. Seven. But yeah, as far as those ones that I've actually like met, I've met Laura Bailey, I've met Travis Willingham, I've met John Young Bosch, and I've met J. J. Michael Tatum at cons. Those are the only ones that I've met. And then when it comes to like Jamie Markey, I haven't met her before, but I do listen to her and J. Michael Tatum's podcast called Ghoul Intentions, which definitely recommend checking that out. Did you watch the movie on Netflix? Was it good if you watched it? I did watch it. I watched it the day it came out, and it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good either. I think for me, it just didn't draw me in the way that I thought it would. And kind of like a lot of other people, the animation for a lot of people was kind of made a little bit too cutesy. They didn't make it super like badass, which is where a lot of us kind of wished it would have gone. But yeah, it kind of reminded me of a Sailor Moon movie that had came out years and years ago. So I think that's why it didn't like draw me in the way that it did. I definitely plan to do a mini review on it at some point. Hopefully soon, which you'll see hopefully up on my Instagram as was on my TikTok. Because I have actually a few other like reviews that I need to like mini reviews that I need to record as well. Mostly for Your Lie in April, because I finished that, and also Library Wars. Hi, Boba. Your name makes me want boba. Um, yeah. Also, fun fact for me when it comes to boba, I don't like the little pearls, the little boba pearls that are in there. If I do get anything there, I usually get the what's it called? The lychee or the lychee if I have to get one. But yeah, not a huge fan of like the boba pearls and stuff. Definitely usually is not my favorite. Actually, where's the remote to the TV? There it goes. Um, but yeah. Those are like my favorites. But yeah, they were actually really nice people. The ones that I met at conventions, they were super nice. I got pictures with them. And when I went to see when I went and met J. Michael Tatum, um, but yeah, those are the only ones that I've ever met. I met them when I was 25 and then 26 the next year. Because 25, yeah. That's a nice, oh, thank you. That's of Disneyland California Adventure. Where's your anime posters? I don't have any anime posters actually on my wall anywhere in my apartment. In mine and my fiance's bedroom, we do have some of our pop figurines up, and we have some Kingdom Hearts keyblades up, which are his. Best shonen protagonist and best shoujo protagonist. Shonen protagonist, I like Deku a lot in My Hero Academia. I feel like I like his like arc and how he's grown up a lot. For best shoujo protagonist, probably Usagi. Yeah, probably my favorite shoujo protagonist. Favorite ice cream, chocolate. I love chocolate ice cream is one of my favorites. And if I can't have chocolate ice cream, coffee is a good close second. I like coffee. So probably those two. Um, yeah, those are probably like my two favorite ice cream flavors. Cookies and cream is good too. I like ice cream just in general. I only watched season 1 of The Promised Neverland, and I loved it. I loved season 1 of The Promised Neverland, but then season 2, I watched, like, maybe, like, the first 2 episodes, and then I stopped watching it, especially once people were like, "It doesn't follow the manga or it happens so quickly," and I just kinda just dropped it because I was like, "What's the point?" So I did not watch season 2. I watched season 1, loved it. Season 2, I did not watch at all just based off of what everybody was kinda saying about it, but maybe I'll watch it at some point. But I think what pissed me off the most is that that show was only 12 episodes long or 13 episodes long for season 2, and you made one of those episodes a recap. Why? Why? It's 12 episodes and you wasted an entire episode making a recap. Don't do that. Like, I'm sorry, I don't like when shows make recap episodes. To me, if you make a recap episode, make it like the first episode, make it a recap. And only if it's been a long time since the previous season had came out. But yeah, wasn't a fan. Is Senshi Hood a Japanese brand? It's not. It's not a Japanese brand. It's actually like a Sailor Moon like club, um, a Sailor Moon fan club, and that they're on Instagram and they're also on Twitter as well. And basically, this is like their merch line, and I love it. It's very comfortable sweatshirts. They're very, very cute. They have them in different colors. They have t-shirts as well. I have two of the sweatshirts. I have this one, and then I also have um, a hoodie one that's black. Senshi is like one of like 10 Japanese words I know. Yeah, I don't know a lot of Japanese words. I know a few, but I don't use them ever. Um, but yeah, only a few I know, and that's like mostly based off of like anime I've watched when I've watched anime subtitled. Um, but that's like only a few words I know. I'm not fluent in Japanese whatsoever. I want to learn one day, but I'm not fluent in it just yet. Let's see. Any other questions? Let's see. This has been on 33 minutes. Do you think Sailor Jupiter is black? Um, no, I don't. I think Sailor Jupiter is Japanese. Do you mean like if they made a US version of like Sailor Jupiter? I related Naruto and Sasuke's feud to Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal's feud because both of the pairs had similar complex relationships as teammates. Makes sense. That makes sense. Actually, one thing I will say, one show currently that I do not plan to finish is Yasuke on Netflix. I'm not a fan. Like, I watched 3 episodes of it, and I love um, Lakeith, I forgot what his last name is, but the guy that voices Yasuke. I love him in any of the movies that he's been in. But as a voice actor, especially for Yasuke, he's so monotone, just all one note. And I was like, I feel like they should have gotten somebody else. Oh, Stanfield, that's correct. Yes, Lakeith Stanfield. I love him as an actor. He's so good. But in Yasuke, I did not like him. It was just so just one note. Like come on, you could get somebody with some range. It just wasn't great. Who's your favorite Akatsuki? I cannot say the name. Member? Um, Probably Sasuke's brother. Probably my favorite. Yeah, it's probably my favorite. Imagine a Hollywood Sailor Moon film. Do you think a live action Sailor Moon would be good? I think it would, but I have a feeling that if they made like a live action Sailor Moon like here in the States or had it based in the States, I think it would be fine. But I think they'd have to take the approach like how they did with Power Rangers and make it a lot darker and also like make it a little bit more high stakes. I think people, of course, would have issues with it because, of course, I feel like they would get many different ethnicities to play the Sailor Scouts, but I feel like it would work. Like, I feel like maybe if they didn't, like, entirely say, like, "Oh, this is a live action Sailor Moon," but if they made a movie and said it's inspired by Sailor Moon and had, like, come with some of the same elements, that would work a lot better because I feel like more people would be open to it rather than saying, "Oh, it's a live action Sailor Moon." There is a live action of Sailor Moon. It's like a live action series that they made, but I feel like if they ever made, like, a live action movie, he's more of like a comedian. That's why it's hard to take when he does a role like that seriously. Yeah, yeah, that's true. I mean, he's done serious films before. I mean, he was in Get Out, granted not a big role, but he was in Get Out. So I think he can do serious, but it's like I don't think voice acting is for him. I feel like he would do much better in like a serious role if it was like on screen, not so much as a voice actor. Cause like I feel like some people are good at voice acting and good at doing like on-screen work, and then some people are just made for on-screen work because they're not good at being able to show emotion using just their voice. Have I seen Legend of Korra? I haven't seen Legend of Korra. I've seen some of Avatar: The Last Airbender, like maybe up to like book 2, I think, or book 3, but I haven't finished the entire series. My fiance has all of them, but I just haven't finished it yet. But I heard it's really good. Yeah, I agree. Some people are just better off being just actors and voice actors. And that's why some people say voice acting is really hard work, is because you have to convey emotion just using your voice. And I think some actors just aren't good at that. Um, but yeah, I'm actually going to cut this a little bit short. Every time I see him, all I think about is Roland Elena. But yeah, I'm probably cutting this a little bit short. I know this isn't an hour like I usually do, but I just wanted to come on here really quick and just do a short little live stream because I haven't done one in a while. I'll probably do another one next month, probably beginning of July. I'll probably change it to like every first Monday of the month instead of every last Monday of the month. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. I know it wasn't super long. I know usually I go for an hour, but yeah, I thought this would be fun. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Um, I'll see you guys the next time I do a live stream, and I'll have a new video out for you guys on Wednesday. On Wednesday, I already recorded it, and so basically, the topic that I chose for Wednesday's video is what the question I basically answered is like what manga do I hope doesn't become an anime, and what anime is already one, or what anime do I wish did not become an anime and just stayed as a manga. Um, oh, I'm sorry, Kyle. Well, you can always rewatch it because it is going to stay on my channel. So yeah, definitely rewatch it. But yeah, bye, you guys. Thanks for coming to my live stream, and I'll see you guys with another live stream soon. All right, you guys. Bye.